It doesn't take a car enthusiast to know you're looking at a very antique car, but good luck identifying it, even if you do know cars. Give up? Well, the Hupmobile was a line of cars produced in Detroit for 30 years, starting in 1909. This particular 1932 model has had a far longer and more unlikely history than the car company itself.
My dad bought it in '57. I was born in '53. So I had it through my whole childhood, through my teenage years.
Diane Morgan and her siblings grew up here in Norwood with her car-crazy dad.
He also owned a 1938 Packard, and my mom was going crazy. She says, Bob, you can't own two antique cars.
The Hupmobile won, but took a lot of time and money.
We did body work together. I sanded down fenders. He stopped working on it, I'd say, early 70s.
Bob Jordan died in 1989. His wife sold the Hupmobile to an Englishman who had the car shipped back to England to fully restore it.
Refurbished the whole thing, and then in 2010 is when he contacted us that it was completely done.
Diane and her late husband Ron traveled to see the car, whose new owner was open to returning it to the U.S. But when he died unexpectedly, the car disappeared again.
And I said, you know, have you ever thought about trying to hunt this car down? And she said, you know, I have thought of it, but I've never really, thought to go and do it.
As a 2-year-old, Diane Morgan's son, John, sat in his grandfather's antique car.
And now you're driving it.
I know, no, it's really hard to believe.
What's really hard to believe is that mom and son succeeded in not only tracking the car down, but buying it back and having it shipped back to Norwood. A journey of equal parts love and, well, some continuing labor.
We did it.
They did. Keeping a special car and its memories running now through 4 generations. When it comes to keeping an older machine running, Tom Furrier has a lifetime of experience.
It's a real conversation starter for sure. I tell people I run a typewriter repair shop right outside of Boston, and everyone does, what?
Yes, typewriters. And Furrier always anticipates the next question.
How do you stay in business, you know? And I say, we're unbelievably busy. Typewriters are kind of relevant again. People are really looking for a nice way, a fun way to be creative.
Indeed, on a late summer weekday morning, a steady stream of customers made their way to the shop.
Okay, I'll take this.
Mostly for repairs and refurbishing.
These clean up really, really nice. And they look like a brand new machine when I'm done with it. And it works, you could type a book on it when I'm done with it.
Time was, that's exactly what legendary writers did, like more than 40 years ago when Furrier was invited by the then owner of the shop to try his hand at typewriter repair.
I worked all day, taking typewriters apart, putting them back together. At the end of the day, this voice in my head said, this is it. I bonded with it in one day.
By 1990, Furrier owned the shop, which, to be accurate, is partly about repairs, partly sales, and partly a small but fascinating museum of typewriter history, like the very first portable typewriter produced in 1895.
But here's the amazing thing, right? The rotating ball prefigured the Selectric.
Yep, that's it.
By almost a century.
Then there's the vintage typewriter gifted to Furrier by America's biggest celebrity typewriter fan, Tom Hanks.
He signed his name right on the front, and he sent a lovely letter. I am presenting you with this typewriter, an Olympia SM4, to do with as you please. It's yours now. Take good care of it and help it keep doing its job for another 100 years. Signed, Tom Hanks.
Needless to say, types.
Yes.
Typewriter today, is it the retro thing? Is it simply nostalgia? There seems to be something more with the typewriter.
You can see it, you can feel it. The letters are being pounded into the paper.
You're making it happen.
They're making an impression. That's the joy that people are finding with typing on a typewriter.
Tom Furrier will close out this chapter of his life soon, but is determined to find a new owner who will keep this unique, beloved business going.
It's extremely important. Otherwise, I'd have closed the shop by now. Wonderful. I'm here till 5 o'clock, so come on in. This has been my baby for 40 years. I have to find a way to have it carry on.
That is a labor of love, and Tom believes over 40 years that, well, he estimates that he has fixed over 30,000 typewriters.
30,000 typewriters, and good news now, he does believe that he has a buyer for the shop. Hopes to make an announcement about that soon. For the time being, the shop remains open, and actually repair number 30,001 is already in the books.
All right, excellent. More from Ted when we come back.